All right, in the trenches, reporting live from Roosevelt Field. I'm here with Coach Chris Harden. How you doing?
Great, man. How are you?
Hey, man, we 2 days away from the 51st Turkey Bowl.
Yes, sir.
We're going to take it back a little bit, man. 2003, Turkey Bowl MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that day for you.
Oh, man, it was an exciting day for me that day because being at Dunbar for 4 years, from 2000 to 2004, we went to the Turkey Bowl all 4 years. Every year, I played a little bit better all the way up to my senior year. So my senior year, to crack that MVP, which I told a couple of my teammates before the game, I was like, I feel good. I'm going to get the MVP today. And end up getting it, man. I was blessed and happy.
Man, talk about that feeling, man, that's a big tradition here in the city of D.C., yeah. Turkey Bowl.
Right.
And for you to get that, and also on top of that, to be the MVP, man, talk about that.
Oh, man, it's blessed, man. I was blessed to win a championship at Dunbar, not alone to get 3, you know what I mean? Some people don't get none. When I went to college, man, a lot of my teammates at college was like, man, we never came close to the championship. You talk about some top-tier athletes, so to come in and say, well, I've been to 3, you know what I mean? And to say one of them, I got the MVP, and it made me, feel a little different, man. Like win, lose, draw, no matter what happened in college, it was like, I don't even care because in high school, I was the man. I got the MVP in high school. And I tell my players today, man, I say, man, ever since I've been here, I was like, guys, to play in the Turkey Bowl is different. That feeling is different. And to play there and the atmosphere that the Turkey Bowls bring and to win an MVP, it's just a different feeling that I still get chills now when I think about it. I'm pretty sure Thursday morning when I walk in Eastern Stadium, that chill's gonna really hit me then. It's gonna come all back all over again.
Speaking on that, Coach, when did you get the inspiration for yourself to be a coach?
Actually, when I got out of college, I came back home, and it was like I still wanted to be around football, so I started out at Kingman Boys and Girls Club, coaching the little youth teams, and we was real successful there as well. It was kind of like we was bringing football back down there as well. So we got to going down there, me and a couple of my old teammates from Dunbar, got back down there, got to start football, and as the years gone by, I got more and more and more into it. Jason Lane, a real good friend of mine, was coaching at McKinley Tech at the time, and he called me and was like, hey, you should come start coaching in high school. And I was like, I'll give it a try. Ended up getting out there, and I loved it, being around the teenagers, giving back to them and, trying to show them in different ways on how I got out of, situations, or show them that there's more than, stuff that you're doing in the street. And I loved it, the mentoring them and stuff like that. I loved it. So I stayed there for 2 years. Then one of my ex-Dunbar teammates ended up getting a head coach at Dunbar. I went back with him for 2 years, and it was a great feeling. And I got the call saying, why don't you come try to be a head coach at Rose? So it was like a step every year, every 2 years almost. It was a step up, step up, step up until I got here and got the head coaching job.
Yeah, let's talk about that. When you got the call to come here to be the head coach at Rose, what was the first thought came to mind when you came here?
Before getting the job or applying for the job?
Just your thought process of what the football atmosphere was like before you got here.
Well, like being at Dunbar and McKinley Tech, so actually coaching in the league, I knew Roosevelt was kind of they wasn't doing too good in football, so I know it was going to be a challenge regardless, getting a job here. But I knew it was a challenge that I didn't mind taking because, like I said, I did it in the youth league with a program. So it was something that I knew I could do, and I have a lot of good relationships with other youth programs, so I knew I could probably get some kids in. But I knew the first thing I was going to have to do was get a great coaching staff around me with some good guys that's, have the same inspiration that I have. So it was kind of an up and down feeling, but it was a challenge I was willing to take.
Speaking on that, Coach, one of the challenges you had was with the enrollment here, difficulty finding football players. And I want you to talk about the Leon Gray story.
Oh, man. So when I first got hired, we had 3 kids on the team that was remaining from the past season. So I knew I was gonna have to get to work. One of the first steps I did was trying to get the kids that were in the building to come out for the team, or get kids that played football in the building that wasn't eligible to come out for the team. So we started out doing that. We got some kids from there. Then I was coaching a 12U at Kingman Boys and Girls Club, which was mostly a lot of 8th graders going to 9th grade. So I ended up getting a good bulk of them.
All right, we back. We getting back to the Leon Gray story.
Yeah. So, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we got kids. I got kids out here. I think we had maybe 25, 30 kids to start the team. The basketball team came out here and was running on the track, getting ready for their upcoming season. We were out here practicing. Leon Gray he comes out with the basketball team running around the track. Kid never played football before. I think we punted. We were working on punt. The ball was punted, went on the track. Leon Gray, we was like, hey, throw the ball back for us. Leon Gray picks the ball up, throws the ball almost 60 yards across the field.
I know, he was like, whoa.
So I went running to Leon and said, do that again. He did it again. So I was like, you interested in playing football? He was like, not really, I never played before. I was like, come on, give it a try. He ended up giving it a try. He ended up loving it. He ended up being one of the top quarterbacks in the city for the next, I think it was about 3 years. Yeah.
You know, also with your resilience, Coach, in the beginning, you know, moving out of the stripes into the stars division, talk about that time period where you got the back-to-back championships in 2017, Coach of the Year during that time. What was it like to transition over into the Stars League? Because I noticed on Chris Dunlap's post on Instagram how Coach Bink talked about that, how it ain't easy.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
Yeah. So, like you said, our second year here, we won the Stripes Championship. Our third year, we won the Stripes Championship and the state championship for that level. And we bumped up to the Stars division. And it wasn't easy because that third year we were here, when we won that Stripes Championship and state championship, we had a lot of seniors. So we bumped up into the Stars division.
Started with young.
All over again. But we started young all over again, but we competed. We went to the semifinals that year. We lost to H.D. Woodson by 2 touchdowns that year in the semifinals. So we seen the progress in the kids, especially being though how young we was. We knew we was going to get a lot back. But I think that actually helped us to put us in a place where we are now, because those kids that were young, as in Jamal Edwards and Winston Page and all those guys, Nehemiah Phillips, all them young kids then, they're now seniors. So now they got the feeling, you know what I mean? They got the hunger for it, and you know, it's exciting, and it definitely wasn't an easy task, but it can be done. You just gotta continue to build with it, you know. So it's a hard task, but it can be done.
How did Ruquan Brown wind up here? You know, because you know, he was over down in Banneker, but they don't have a football team.
Yeah.
So how did you get a hold of him?
Another crazy story. The way Ruquan Brown got here was my defensive coordinator, Curtis Watts, said one day he was at the gas station pumping gas, and he had on a Roosevelt outfit. And he said Ruquan was there with his dad pumping gas in his car, and somehow they ended up talking about football. And Ruquan was like, hey, yeah, I go to Banneker, and my D coordinator was like, well, you can come play here at Roosevelt. Come on up and play. And Ruquan was like, I'd check it out. He came up, ended up liking it, and stayed, and the rest is history.
Look at him now, man.
Yeah,
Harvard University.
Harvard University, man. Real good kid, great kid.
You know, just speaking on that, Coach, man, one of the things I've been talking with coaches about is with our young black athletes. Why is it important for young black males to be leading other black males leading young black males, older black males?
I feel we know us, you know what I mean, and a lot of us been in the situations that they're in now. A lot of us made it out the situations that a lot of them are in now, so we can relate to them more, you know what I mean? We can talk to them. It's better to communicate with us, and we know about us, you know what I mean? So for me to be able to mentor a young black male, he gonna look at me as, okay, you know, he was just like me. Once he hear my story, he was just like me. I can do what he done, you know what I mean? I don't have to go down the road of this guy because I can relate to him. So I think that's why it's important for us to really try to mentor our young black males, because a lot of us been through those situations that they're going through now, and we know the exit ticket to it. You know what I mean? We just got to preach it to them and show them the way.
You know, speaking of that, Coach, it can be difficulties when you're dealing with programs. Have you ever lost any of your kids to the streets?
Yes. I lost a kid to the streets my third year here, Brian Davis. Real good kid. One of the kids that when I first got hired was on the team. He was my guy. He was a real good kid, man, real respectful. Loved him to death, man. Him and his dad lost him to the streets, man, and it was like I told myself, man, I can't have that happen no more. You know, I know it's hard to stop it, it's hard to prevent it, but I'm gonna do all I can to keep them busy. Like, we out here every day practicing, because I know if they practicing, they not out there on the street. Yeah, it was something that hit home, and I just said, man, it can't happen again. And we lost a couple of other kids to the streets.
I'm sorry about that, Coach. Was that the same teammate that Ruquan was talking about when he started the Love One? One Love Fit?
Yeah, that's the same kid.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, he was a kid, man, that, you know, everybody knew in the school. A lot of people knew around the community, so, you know, he was a good kid. And we lost a couple of other kids that was arrested, you know, over street situations. And it's just something that, man, I'm tired of seeing, and not just in my program, but in the D.C. area, you know, at the Coolidge, at Dunbar, at Ballou, at Anacostia. It's like, I just feel we all got to come together and just find other things to start snatching kids out of those situations piece by piece. So that's the only way we can tackle this thing. We'll never get it done in a day, but we can get it done in a year by doing it piece by piece, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think what a lot of people see from the outside looking in, because you see what's going on in D.C. with the gentrification.
Right.
You see a new D.C. coming in, but there's still an old D.C. there. Correct. And a lot of dangerous neighborhoods still, man. And to navigate through that and to make sure your kids are safe and always speaking with them. You're not only a coach, you're a mentor, a father, you name it. You all in one. And a lot of people don't understand that with the coaching, is that you're taking away from your family also as well to help your extended family.
Right.
So how difficult is that to manage home family with football family?
With me, it's not too difficult. So at the time, I don't have kids, so it's not super hard. But, you know, it do get in the way of a lot of things, because me, I'm passionate into this. And when I'm doing it, I'm going to put my all into it. You know what I mean? When I'm at home, I'm going to put my all into, you know, my home family. So I kind of, you know, been doing it for a little while now, so I kind of know how to juggle it and, you know what I mean, to not let it interfere with each side. But I know some coaches that it get hard. I know some coaches that have to, you know, stop coaching because of it. And I know some coaches that lose, you know, home situations over it. But to me, you know what I mean, I kind of keep it separate, and I just put my all into where I'm at. Like, I'm here today at the field, so that's where my all at.
Now, I got to ask, Coach, man, how excited are the Roosevelt alumni, man, with the program right now, man? I know they're going to be in full force out there on Turkey.
The alumni, man, they're super excited. The love that we're getting from the alumni is just amazing, man. They ride by up Upshur Street blowing the horn at practices. They call in the school, like, everyone's excited, and, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait to Thursday to get out there and see all that orange and blue and white, and just see the alumni just happy to be there. You know, they haven't won it since 1979, so it's like to go up there and win this thing, and really put all into it. Not just me sitting back seeing the work that was put into this program to rebuild it, but just see the love from the Roosevelt community and seeing that they notice the work that been put in. You know, it's just amazing. Great feeling.
Man, I got to tell you, man, my mom loves football, man. I'm telling you, she probably smiling down right now. Two things she loves: Roosevelt football, Northeast football in Macon, Georgia, and Atlanta Falcons, man. I'm telling you, that's her teams right there, man. Right. So I know she proud right there.
Right.
But, man, as we wrapping things up, what can the fans and the public expect on Turkey Bowl?
Man, you can expect a real good show. My guys are very hungry. They also very humble. We preach to them daily. H.D. Woodson gonna come to play. They're gonna come to play. They've been there every year for the past decade, just about. So they've been there before, you know what I mean? They feel they got a chip on their shoulder as well, taking a loss to us early in the season. So I just want my guys to be relaxed, be calm, but not be too relaxed, because these guys gonna come to play. So I just feel just be ready to see a show. We ready to put on a show. I'm sure HD Wilson ready to put on a show. I think it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a whole lot of talent on the field on both sides of the ball. I think it's gonna be some great coaching on both sides of the ball. It's gonna be a good chess match, and we just hope Coach Tillerson and Coach Tillman, man, is front row seats at the game, watching down on us, man, and help us come through victoriously.
Oh, last thing, Coach. Have you ever thought about the significance of winning this with the history part of it, being the only with the MVP and winning it as a coach?
I never thought about it until I seen the post on Instagram, and another coach called me in the league and said, "Oh, they forgot one thing." They said not only would you be a coach that won MVP, won the Turkey Bowl as a player, and win the Turkey Bowl as a head coach, you also be the only coach that won the Gravy Bowl as a head coach.
That's right.
And won the Turkey Bowl. No one ever done that as well. So I'm just sitting back like, man, stop putting all that pressure on my shoulder. But, I haven't really thought of it until I seen the post yesterday, but once I seen the post, it really made me sit back and say, wow, to be able to accomplish that, and this only my 6th year as a coach, is amazing. You know what I mean? A program that went from a stat game, a walkover doormat, what people used to call of us, to being that team.
That team,
you know what I mean? Like, we got the nickname that we didn't give ourselves. People actually started calling us the money team, and we just ran with it. And I asked a couple of people, the money team, they said, yeah, y'all the money team. Everyone pays money to come see Roosevelt. Wherever you go, everyone go come see Roosevelt. Y'all the money team. So we took it and ran with it. So going from the doormat to the money team.
Oh, I know Floyd smiling. Shout out to Mayweather Promotions, man. I love Mayweather Promotions. Shout out to Floyd and Leonard.
Yeah, man.
I got your Leonard
come watch us.
I got your Leonard. Leonard straight out of D.C., Vinny Road area. So, yeah, right. Man, much love, man. Again, congratulations, Coach. Yes. I truly appreciate your time today In the Trenches. Be on the lookout for stuff like this in the future, man. We growing it right now, like I said, on the ropes boxing, but In the Trenches coming soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
On the rope, In the Trenches, we out.